Okay, put it in the Discord. So today we have some wrecks of Quetz and Ryuk in the Fuji Wars tournament. This is a semi-final match. The winner of this is going to play Naka in the finals. One second, sorry. Okay, let's go. Game number one, Quetz Ryuk. So you can see that Ryuk is playing with this new zoom setting, very far out. I guess it'd probably be better, but let's take that out. Then we can zoom in. So we have in the blue, Ryuk playing Fuji versus Quetz in the red, also playing Fuji. So they're both empowering everything which you need to do in this. You only need one villager in the armory, you gotta empower that. I think Quetz is a little slower moving his villagers out here than up here. Yeah, there's both thrown on racks about the same time, but Ryuk got farther out than Quetz did. One thing I think you can also do in this matchup is you can leave the temple much earlier, at least with most of the builds, because it builds so fast, that empowerment, so you can get a little farther out. But you can see that Ryuk's opting to throw the racks down on the way to this TC. You see players oftentimes try to get in front to wall it to protect it, but if you build in the back, you get units out sooner. So he's just going to try to spam. And I expect we're going to see Scout Cap coming out of both of these stables to try to snipe the early villagers. I think he likes to go all halves out of all the racks. On the other side, it's similar. We have 4 racks. Quetz is already getting slowed down here by the starting Scout Cav. I think he maybe lost 1 villager. Maybe. How did he lose? No, he didn't lose any. They both had 11. I don't know if he's empowering his racks. Definitely not these two. So this has been more controversial whether you should empower the castles or not. It's like twice as expensive. I think like right now I think it's worth empowering it to get those units out faster. In a mirror, it's kind of coin flippy who gets out the units faster. So yeah, Ryuk is empowering them. So you get your castle units out faster. Those are the best units. And then you can get your villagers put on the TC faster as well. And then you get more villagers in the long run. It's very snowbally. So I think that's a big mistake by Quetz here, not using empowerment. We got the flood coming from Ryuk, and he is in control of the game here. He has 2 castles up. He's starting his TC. He's towering up his 3rd. Quetz hasn't even his 2nd. Quetz hasn't even moved toward his 2nd, and he's getting flooded hard at his forward. I think I would like to see Ryuk turn off the Scout Cav now, or at least not send them into the fight like this. Maybe it'd be worth. I think it'd be worth just queuing them into the stable so they don't. I'm gonna has them coming here. That's nice. Maybe making a little party to go try to get this. If Quetz moves over there. Okay. But yeah, as long as he's not sending them in the fight, it's a waste of them in the fight. But yeah, sending them back here looking for the vills. That's the right move. Interesting. Quetz is empowering all his gardens. This is very expensive, and I don't know if I don't think that's worth it. He's choosing to empower his gardens, but not his castles. Don't agree with that. More Scout Cav running through. So they both went to call to arms. I didn't have the chat on, so we missed the other ones, but I expect we're going to see Uproot and Great Flood, though sometimes you go, I don't know the gods' names, you go Imperial Examination instead. So Ryuk is starting to tear down buildings here with the halbs, harassing villagers in the back with the Scout Cav. I think Quetz is a little off kilter here. He has 7 villagers making gardens. Yeah, he's just trying to find something to do. A little bit of a counterattack, but it's too late. This is up. Maybe if he gets around to the 2nd, he can slow that down. Looks like it's going to be a quick win for Ryuk. The castles are in the back too, which helps Quetz get them up, but doesn't offer any protection up here in the fight. Just have goat over there, yep. The dragons, oh yeah, we can sell them, and they both went Great Flood. Let's see the dragons. Call to Arms is really nice for the dragons, get another one really quickly. Ryuk is also making some mounted archers. Until you see the Quetz chariots come out, I don't think I'd be making the mountain archers. I think Call to Arms can also give you 2 generals. Yeah, look at that. You got an extra general and extra dragon. Quetz needs to get a dragon out and use it himself. He needs to kill this catapult. It's just free reign over here. Ryuk's gonna throw a castle down right there. Okay, so Quetz is trying to secure this, but I fire him once again. I keep saying it sounds like a broken record, but need to empower those castles. That's gonna get denied with the catapult behind that tree line. Oh, and so the uproot comes down and kill the gardens, kill all the houses. I think this is over. And Quetz opted for Imperial Examination, which is nice in the long run, and that might be why he opted to try to empower his gardens, because Imperial Examination, I think, like, get a big boost on your garden from the eco that way. But uproot also destroys all of them. So, I think this will go on for a little while until Quetz is drained of resources. He still has a lot in the bank. But when that's over, I think this game is about over. Ryuk's at 3 TCs, Quetz is at 2. There's no way he's going to get this forward TC, and he hasn't done anything to try to secure a second. He finally took care of that catapult, but he's down to 3 houses, so his population's at 70. He's even repairing a garden right now, which is interesting. He needs to be doing something else with 4 villagers, 5 villagers repairing a garden. I think that's a waste of the villagers. So we're at 160 to 65 population. I expect we're going to see the resign soon here. I set up the new Observer UI so I couldn't see how long the game is. I like the forward towers from Ryuk. Any units Quetz sends in here is just going to get destroyed instantly by these archers and mountain archers. Down to 44 population. Not sure that he's even making units right now. The ones that he is making are just dying immediately. He has Great Flood, but so does Ryuk. I think Ryuk casts Great Flood here. Kill these villagers. GG. Yeah, this is all of his villagers. Almost all of them. Nope. I meant it went the other way. Ryuk should have just cast it himself. He could have got all... Easy for me to say, but he could have gotten like all of Quetz's villagers. GG. One thing about China is it's harder to go in and snipe that TC. Like you gotta do it. Ryuk's doing it right now. You only see just catapults and fire lancers. So you don't have some siege towers or some rams to come in and try to just take it out real quickly. So you gotta be careful with your push, wall up, get the catapults out, take some time. So, take a second to knock Quetz out of the game. Ryuk might just wait for this TC to get closer to being done, and then cast Great Flood himself. That's one of the best uses, is to reset and kill the army. Kill some villagers too. The score is so close right now, but it does not reflect at all what is happening in the game. I almost wonder if Ryuk is being more cautious because of this score. Because he's 930 gold in the bank. I guess he doesn't want to lose it all. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Goodbye, villagers. Quetz has a couple of dragons and some immortals to defend. Catapults queued up here. They're coming. He Probably can, it just has one rack still going, that's fine. Some helps. Yeah, he has trade too. Oh, Quetz is trying to sneak this up. I'd be shocked if Ryuk let that finish. Let's see, some of his army got pushed to the back. Gonna take out the garden that Quetz like so carefully repaired, and he still loses it anyway. All that work. Taking out gardens is a nice move. They're very weak, they cost a lot of resources, hurts your opponent's economy. And that is Quetz's economy right now. Maybe that's why he's being so careful about this. He knows he has to build his TCs to get back into the game, and he's not gonna be able to use his villagers for his eco. But if he gets the gardens up, he can have something. Switch those between. It's a pretty impressive how long you can last just on gardens as China. Can't see where that is. Ryuk needs more siege. Yeah, here's a catapult. He just doesn't have an army that can push right now. Might be time to just mass lancers. That's what Quetz is doing. I thought this game was over a second ago, but Quetz is going to hold on for a while here. This is trouble, though. Big trouble. This could be the end of the game. Is he going to get this? Yeah, I definitely think the mountain archer should be turned off. Don't see any cavalry coming out of Quetz's side. Quetz is just going for the halves. Well, the Rax units and the lancers, who loves massing lancers. Oh, there's a hole. Did they reach the hole in the wall? One got through. I think they all can. The villager's walking out. And he calls it GG. Take a look at the... Actually, I don't even know if I can. How do you do this with... This is the first time I've used the Observer UI, and I don't know how to get out of the game. Is it down in the bottom right? There it is. How did Quetz get so much wood? Did he have his gardens on wood? Yeah, I see 70 villagers to 19. There's no way Quetz is coming back. Quetz did win the KD, but the early flood from Ryuk prevented Quetz from getting any TCs and let Ryuk get all three of his. So well played. Let's go on to game number 2. I'll update the scoreboard. Turn this off. So in the blue, we have Ryuk playing Fuji. And in the red, we have Quetz playing Fuji. Did that go? See, he's not empowering. Empowering the house, but he's not empowered there. He's empowered it very late. So his advance is way after Ryuk's. I mean, that is practically the game right there in terms of the flood. Ryuk's going to win the flood just because his temple was finished that much faster. Quetz is opting for the wall this time. Let's see if he empowers his racks. He's going to need to catch up. Ryuk doing the same thing here. Oh, might get one villager with this. Maybe not if he runs away. I don't see any empowering. Weird. Same with Quetz. Here it comes. Now Ryuk has it all. Quetz needs to do the same to catch up. Where's his armory? Quetz making an armory. Am I missing it? Did Quetz not make an armory? That's gonna be big trouble. There it is. He forgot about it. He didn't empower these. I think this is gonna be painful too. An interesting spot for a castle in this tree line. I guess the villagers are just protected and he wanted to finish it there. I like these better. So it's a very good build from Ryuk, using the Blessed Construction to finish all the buildings he needs to get up very quickly, using it to finish all his racks and this, and then he's going to pump out. He opted for 3 stables this time, did 2 last time, so he's going to pump out the Scout Cav and the racks units. And this build is similar to what Naka did to me. I played on Olympus and he killed a lot of my villagers with Scout Cav in game 2. It was pretty painful. So, it's a very strong move as China. These might be a little overtuned. But in a mirror you can't complain because both sides can do it. Quetz is going Imperial Examination again. I'm just surprised knowing Quetz that he's doing that because he's one of the most aggressive players I know, and then he's going the booming god power rather than the aggro uproot. Uproot's like a mini earthquake, and it seems like Quetz would love that. Grave Flood, you just have to go. It's the best god power in the game. Oh, Ryuk is anticipating the uproot. So this is how you handle uproot. Spread your buildings all on the back. Now he has all this prime farm real estate too. Making a lot of cataphract. I don't know if they trade very well with the Halbs. And they're 3 pop versus 2 pop. Maybe he has a stable, so he's just using it. I prefer the Rax units. Should talk to Ryuk and see if the cats are actually worth it. So both of them are fully popped here. Ryuk's missing 1 house. So Quetz's army should be able to hold now. Throw down some towers or something for protection. Right now there's no 1 tower, so Ryuk, he can fight right here, no problem, doesn't matter. Oh, nice raid in the back with the dragon. Quetz did not spread his houses, so an uproot would be very painful here. Where are Quetz's castles? No castles. He can't do his Mass Lancer without castle. You can do 1 here, 2 here. Slow down. Ooh, it's a nice castle wall. So right now it's looking like it's gonna be similar to the last game. I think Quetz might is in even bigger trouble than last time because he has no castles. He has a lot of dragons. Needs to get those in the fight. That could turn this around. Look at the score difference. Ryuk's at 2 TCs with castles. Gone a while till 3, so I think he's fine. Does he have enough immortals to deal with these dragons? I only see 1 out there. Definitely needs more. Doing the tower push again. These dragons are going to turn the front. The catapults have all been sniped. Ryuk's pulling the 1 back, sending a dragon of his own. He definitely needs that. Needs more dragons, needs immortals. Quetz has 5 dragons out here. He is just pushing this right back. Needs to take this chance to throw down towers, castles, and secure that. I'd like to see him move toward the second. I don't know why he's taking so long. Just throw it on a wall right here, right in front of it. Yeah, that's all he needs. Throw it on a wall and he can start building that. Good push. Probably want to fall back now. Don't want to be fighting under the castles, and his army looks outnumbered. should have empowered this. He has a lot of resources right now. He has to spend them. Oh, Quetz's pop is so low. Is he not making any units? I don't think he's making any units. Did he just have dragons on auto queue? Well, yeah, 74 units. This is completely self-inflicted. Ryuk did destroy all the racks, but the other two were turned off. Oh, I can't see it because I'm not under him. That's what it is. He is making helps, but he just has not enough buildings to make units. No, I think this is about over then. Okay, so Ryuk takes the series, and he will move on to the finals. Let's look at the bracket real quick. This is meta plays, has a bunch of RTS tournaments, and we have Fuji Wars on here. So next up we'll have Naka versus Ryuk in the finals. Let's update that match. So Naka, Ryuk. Yesterday Ryuk and Naka played in the main deathmatch tournament. Naka won that 3-0. Maybe Ryuk can get some revenge here. Ryuk's a very strong China player. And in the bronze match, I will play Quetz. I'm gonna see if anyone wants to play. Maybe Houdini's still looking.